August 26th, 1946. 4,700 men, 13 ships, and 33 aircrafts, led by Rear Admiral Richard E Byrd, known as Task Force 68, set out to the Antarctic as Operation Highjump commenced. During this trip, 4 American lives were taken, a plane crashed, and Richard E Byrd claimed to have found a new type of enemy. What could have caused those deaths? What did Byrd see? Why did this expedition return 2 months ahead of schedule? Find out what the investigators excavate as they discuss Operation Highjump.
Welcome to Bizarre Investigations. I'm Farnsey.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Hugh.
Hey, how you feeling, Josh? Tired?
I'm good, man. Tired. Happy to be recording, though.
You seen shit yet?
How's your guys' week been, man?
Oh, it's been. I'm glad I got the day off, so I'm not all tired like you.
Yeah.
I got to see a lady smear poop on her face.
The joys of security, right?
Yeah.
We should do a segment like, what the fuck happened this week on security or in security?
Yeah, there's some good stories throughout the week, so it's probably get some pretty good stuff out of that.
I think that'd be cool.
Security story of the week.
Yeah. Because these fucking people, they're fucking crazy.
I like how we just glanced over the fact that Farnsey said he saw some woman rub shit all over her face.
It's like a normal day for us.
You want to tell us what happened there, bud?
Okay, so this lady comes in. She's a frequent flyer. I've had to watch her a few times, but this time, well, the last time she came in.
So for some context real quick, you work at a hospital, right?
Yeah, I do hospital security. We watch the psychiatric patients. So it's like, just before they go to the asylum, we get to calm them down and juice them up. But this lady, the last time she came in, she took her dog's medication.
Oh, man.
She's just a fucking straight out party animal.
Sounds
yeah,
like
I'm
it.
just
gobble
gobble
a
up
good
some
time
of this.
waiting to happen.
I'm gonna gobble up some of this dog med. Go to town, have a good time. But this time, I guess she's fucking buying that synthetic fucking crystal meth off of the internet from China. And yeah,
it's a real thing.
Yeah. People, I watched the Drugs Inc. Little documentary thing, and that's like where people buy their Molly. They buy the drug dealers. They buy it from these laboratories in China, and then they test it themselves. They're like, I'm not going to push it out to my consumer unless I know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta have that good quality shit.
Those ethical drug dealers. They're real good people.
It's like the Silk Road. You guys ever heard of that shit?
Oh yeah.
What was it?
Yeah,
the Silk Road.
It's like the first Craigslist type deal
on the
like
dark web,
black market shit
on the dark web. Yeah,
nice. They
sold drugs and all this shit, and then got into a big ass thing.
They say that dude had so much money.
Oh
that dude was so rich.
It was one guy selling everything.
Yeah,
one guy started off in his fucking backyard, and then he had he didn't know anything about computer programming or anything like that. So he asked his buddy "Hey, can you help me make this code?" He did it, and then he found this the dark web. So he went on there, put all his website on there, and he started advertising on drug forums on other shit like Reddit and shit like that. It's not Reddit. I don't think Reddit was around back then, but like Reddit.
Like it.
Yeah. And he started to say, have you guys ever heard of the Silk Road? It's a great place to buy and sell drugs. And then they're like, no, I haven't. So
you guys should jump on that.
He put out some mushrooms at first, and he got a hit. And people I'll sell drugs on here. And he goes, all right, I take fucking 7%. And he started selling drugs. It was the biggest black market operation ever.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, the shit story.
Yeah, but actually shit story.
Yeah. So she's on this synthetic meth or whatever. But she I was watching her, and she starts fucking she'll start fucking, she had a catheter in, which is terrible, and she'll start pulling at that to pull it out. Oh. But the worst thing is, you could tell she starts fucking masturbating, going, okay.
Was that for your benefit?
Okay. And she was just gone, and it's like she's in another fucking dimension. But I left, and then another guard had to deal with her fucking just taking a shit and reaching down there and then wiping it on her face.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Jesus Christ.
Sounds like a good time.
No,
But
it doesn't.
it's not strange to be like in an emergency department. It's kind of a small hospital, so they it's not uncommon for like a homeless dude to come in there and just shit himself so bad and it blows up the entire unit.
Yeah, dude.
Like the whole area just smells like shit.
I was walking on a property the other night, and it's where some homeless people hang out, and I nearly stepped in a huge pile of human feces. Gotta watch out for those things.
I've done that.
I've done it so many times.
Actually stepped in it. Like
it would be like the one time I'm not wearing my boots too. It'd be like wearing my normal tennis shoes, and I was like, God,
that was too soft. What was that?
Yeah, I looked down, I was like, oh man,
terrific.
If that's one thing,
throw these away immediately.
If that's one thing that makes you hate homeless people, it's like you step in some dog shit. You're like, well, dogs are cute, but you step in a pile of human shit. You're like, that's fucking human shit.
Got AIDS.
Somebody needs to die.
Oh my God.
Where are they so I could rub their fucking nose in it? No,
bad,
not here.
Farnsey, the bum whisperer.
Here's a 40.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we got to do this once a week. We got to do security story of the week.
Yeah, I mean, if we have them like that, I'm down for that.
Yeah, that's fucking Jesus.
Oh yeah,
that shit's funny as fuck. Well, you got a story for us, don't you?
I do have a story. So what I'm doing here is just kind of taking random, weird, bizarre stories, if you will, that I find.
Excuse me.
And just gonna read them for you guys. Hopefully, you guys like them.
Been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder.
Okay, so let's get right into it. This story is called It Wasn't Me. When I was really little, my parents would let me stay up late on the weekends and watch TV until I fell asleep. I really loved these times, and I would stay up later than anybody else just because I could. Well, one night, I was almost asleep on the couch when I heard a noise on our front porch. It was the sound of our old-fashioned porch swing moving back and forth. I was a little scared, so I crept toward the bay windows of my living room and peeked out towards the porch. Sitting on my front porch swing was an older woman, probably in her 50s, wearing nothing but a nightgown, covered in blood, and holding a huge kitchen knife. Yeah, I flipped out immediately and ran screaming into my parents' room, but I was too terrified to form any words. My parents saw that I was upset, but when I finally was able to tell them what I saw, my dad got really angry and told me that it was just a dream and go back to bed. I refused and kept crying and screaming until he had enough and snatched me by the arm and dragged me towards the front door. To prove that there was nothing there, I kicked and screamed all the way, trying to make him stop. But he kept pulling me. Finally, we get to the door. He unlocked it, swung it open, and said, "See, there's nothing to," and then stopped mid-sentence. To this day, I have never seen the look of fear and shock that was on his face when that woman turned and stared at both of us and slowly stood up with the knife. My dad slammed the door shut and got my mom to call the police. Well, he went and got his gun. He went back to the door with a 12 gauge and cracked the door enough to stick the barrel out. He asked her what she was doing, and she said, "Somebody killed my husband, but it wasn't me." My dad told her that the police were coming, and she freaked out, grabbed the knife, and walked away. The police found her 15 minutes later trying to break into one of our neighbors' houses. I never slept in the living room again. End of story.
So, was it that badly written, or are you just fucking up?
Hey, come on, man. Come on. This was posted by Dr. Octagon Puss. What? What?
Octagalapagos puss?
No, Octagon Puss.
Octagon puss.
That's exactly what it said.
I
That's
like
funny.
those ring girls, man. Those octagon girls, man.
I'll take it.
I'll
Yeah,
take
they're
some
pretty
octagon
hot.
puss.
If my kid says something like that, and if I like walked out the door like, see, motherfucker, there's nothing there, and then there's something there, I would listen to my kid for the rest of my life.
Well,
Whatever he said, I would believe him.
kids always lie, so you can't trust kids.
I
He was
would've
right
went-
not to trust them.
Punch that old bitch
No.
right in her face.
Yeah, I don't know. I live in a little sketchy area. I know you guys do too. And my kid says someone's outside. Oh, no matter what, there's someone outside my house.
The old lady says, somebody killed my husband, but it wasn't me. The
It
fuck
wasn't
it
me.
wasn't.
It wasn't
You're
me.
covered in fucking blood and you got the murder weapon.
Fucking stupid.
Everything adds up to it not being her.
Oh God.
It's a decent story for our first one, huh?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Now,
Hopefully they
are
get
you-
better.
Are you like pre-reading these and trying to find like the best ones, or are you just picking random
No,
stories?
it's random. I'm just picking random stories, and
Okay.
hopefully they're good.
Okay, I like it.
We may strike gold, or they may be really shitty. We'll find out as we go.
Fuck it. I like it. I like it.
All right, so that's the story for this week. Hopefully we get better stories in the future.
Well, written ones.
Yeah, that one, the punctuation wasn't all that great, so I'm sitting here reading run-on sentences and all this shit. And not that I'm a great reader anyways, but yeah. All right, so do we want to jump into this Operation Highjump, guys?
Let's do it.
Oh, that's
All
what
right.
we're talking about? Operation Highjump?
Yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah.
Oh,
The listeners already know because of the intro, but yeah.
Farnsey?
Well, if you don't know about Operation Highjump, or officially titled the United States Navy Antarctic Developments Program, we're going to tell you about it. So they started this endeavor in 1946, August 26th, and it lasted till February 1947. It was ran by Admiral Richard E Byrd and the United States Navy. They had 4,700 men, 33 aircraft, and 13 ships. They also had huskies. They had a bunch of dogs out there, and they were feeding the husky puppies fucking seal blubber and shit.
Good shit.
Yeah, raw seal blubber. So those dogs were hard.
So what was the purpose of this operation?
Well, mainly they wanted to see if they could establish bases out there and see how well equipment would operate and do training exercises out there in the cold and the sub-zero temperatures.
Like military training, or like or military bases, or scientific bases?
Both,
Okay.
because they wanted to see how well their equipment would do, probably weapons as well.
Yeah.
They were blowing shit up, dude, to
Blow shit up.
clear pressure crevices. You know, so when the fucking ice sheets were hitting each other, they'd make these crevasses and pressure
I like how you say crevasses.
crevasses. But they were blowing those bitches up to flatten it out,
Yeah.
which is pretty scary. But yeah, they took wheels off planes and put skis on them. But they were out there. They wanted to study electromagnetic, geological, geographic, hydrographic, and meteorological propagation conditions in the area.
That's a supposed story.
Well, yeah, that was their primary mission.
Okay.
And they were also covered 1.5 million square miles.
Yeah.
Of that place. And they were crazy. They were doing all types of crazy shit to change ships when they were in the ocean to go from the cargo ship to the destroyer. They were ziplining the guys from one ship to the other, and one of them.
You say ziplining?
Yeah, zipline. They were putting dudes on zip lines to get to the other ship.
Sounds
Okay.
pretty fun, actually.
Yeah, and those waters were so choppy, dude. They had to like yank them in at the last second. like they would shoot them off, and then they'd have to stop halfway, and they'd like dip into the fucking ocean, and then they'd have to zip a little further, and then they'd stop because as the ships were rocking, they'd slam a fucking shipmate up against the ship and fucking kill him.
Oh shit!
So they had to whip him in like last second. So it was pretty fucking crazy.
So it's not as fun as it sounds.
No, and yeah, they were crazy. They also dug up I guess there was explorations before that, before Highjump. They dug up an old ventilation shaft where they kept food and supplies, and it was 12 years before Highjump, and the food was still good because there's no germs, there's no dust, there's no decay, and the information given is that
it's cold out there.
It's
can store anything.
Perfect food store, and nothing ever goes bad. You put a fucking steak out there for fucking 40 years, you come back and have your nice fucking porterhouse.
So you said they found this and it was built, or it was there for 12 years?
Yeah, it was 12 years prior.
And they left in 46 or 47?
They got there in 46 and they left in 47.
That sounds like some 39. What was going on in 39?
I don't know. I wasn't alive.
I'm pretty sure World War II is about to get off, or it was kicking off.
I think it finished it up.
No, World War II ended 45, I believe.
45? Yeah, it was all finished, and then they explored out there.
But I'm talking about 12 years before the expedition.
Yeah, they were probably setting up camp.
Yeah.
I know that there's a few countries like England, Norway, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, a bunch of South American countries, and Russia. They all made claims to the Antarctic territory. But the United States is we don't fucking recognize your claim.
We don't care what you say.
And we also do not claim anything down here. But we're going to make a fucking base.
Bitch.
And we're going to call it Little America. And that's what they did. So Little America is down there. If you look at Google Images and Google, it's a whole fucking base, dude. They got tankers with fucking water and fuel. It's a whole little city down there. And they did have they had multiple bases. Tons of bases down there.
So they built all that shit you said 12 years prior, or are they just...
No, 12 years prior, explorers and shit left caches of food and supplies, but they would build these ventilation shafts, and so when they were out there,
real fast actually, this the ventilation shaft that you found, I just looked it up. 1938 to 1939, New Swaba was a Nazi and Norwegian expedition to Antarctic.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So that's where this shit came from. The 12 years prior.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Yeah. Contact reach was 1939 to Antarctic.
Yeah.
That's pretty. What a quinky dink, huh?
Yeah. And those ventilation shafts were super fucking long.
Yeah.
So it was buried in the snow, and they had to fucking when Byrd found it, the commander, they fucking shot him down the shaft. And he finds the main hole, sticks a stick through the snow, and then they get in there and they find fucking food and shit, and it's still good because it doesn't go rotten.
Fuck it, start eating it.
Yep, nothing goes rotten down there. But a bunch of weird shit went on too during their explorations. One of Byrd's engines loses power, just cuts off. And he has to fly one engine. They start dumping shit. They just start dumping fucking meds and supplies. The only thing they keep is the film and the records. That's all they keep. They had to get rid of all the other extra weight so they could fly one engine back to base. And then
the film's most important. They got to prove what they saw, right?
Yeah.
But not to us.
No,
but
they're not going to tell us, show us.
It seems, yeah. And then, in December, on December 30th, a 9-man crew went out. They fucking crashed during a blizzard. And 3 of the dudes died. And they name a base and a mountain after these dudes. But the other 6 survived for 13 days in that shipwreck.
Oh,
and
shit.
They were searching for people all day, and or for weeks. They were searching for people for days and days. And they finally found a smoke signal, and they written a note on the plane that, the 3 dudes were dead. And then they had one dude with them. He got burned on his hands and feet, or his face and hands, and then his feet. He lost his legs from the knee down, so they had to fucking drag him. But they dropped a note from the plane when they found him, and they were like, "We're gonna land on the shore 10 miles away. Form a circle if you could walk it." And they formed a circle, so they were dropping weighted flags that would slam into the ice, and they would follow the flags, and they fucking rescued the last 6.
That's pretty badass, though.
But see, it's weird. In 2004, they attempted to relocate the plane and the other bodies, and they couldn't find it. And that was 2004.
Oh.
And they couldn't get any aid from Congress or the military to try and find these people, or find the bodies or the plane wreckage.
Now, how many of those people died again? 3? Only 3?
3 out of the 9.
I mean, it was back in 46, 47. I mean, shit could happen that long, right?
Oh, yeah. It's probably buried in snow.
Yeah. Especially the bodies. I mean, pretty sure shit lives out there, doesn't it?
In Antarctica?
Yeah. Like animals? No?
I would assume so, yeah. But, I mean, the conditions over there are probably not ideal for anybody.
Yeah.
And then the only other death, though, so they had 4 deaths.
Yeah.
Out of 4,700 men. And this guy, Edward Beardsley.
Wait, they only had 4 deaths?
Yeah.
The entire expedition?
Yeah.
Damn, that's
because
crazy.
that guy Byrd, he was fucking on his shit. He was fucking really on top of shit.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Must have been. That's a crazy ass environment, and
for only 4 deaths.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. I'll take it.
Or Vance Woodall. Okay, he died in a ship unloading accident, so he got crushed by a piece of roller equipment. One of the pavers. Fucking got squished.
What a shitty way to die.
Like a cartoon. Just fucking flattened. But goddamn. Yeah, that shit is crazy. But what's strange for me is why is it such a short mission? They got so much done in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be an 8-month mission.
Right, you'd think it would be longer.
Yeah.
So they planned for 8 months, right?
I thought they planned for 8 months, and they came back in 6 because of the supposed deaths.
Well, if there's only 4 deaths, it doesn't seem like the best reason.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Why would they come back after?
That's a little suspicious.
Yeah.
They probably were going over their procedural shit because they were ziplining motherfuckers across choppy waters and fucking crushing people and fucking. See, when they were and then when they did do their flights, they were putting enough provisions in those planes to last people a year.
Yeah.
So they were giving them food, medicine, and shelter for a year in the planes when they went out.
So they were more than prepared to stay there the 8 months they had planned.
Yeah.
And then 4 deaths made them come back when realistically, 4 deaths shouldn't have made. There's got to be another reason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is probably all the funding they could get. Who knows? Or maybe they were done, testing their top secret fucking equipment.
Yeah. Or maybe they just didn't like it there.
Or maybe, just maybe, they had an interaction with somebody and they had to, vacate, territory.
Maybe they ran into something they didn't like, or they didn't like them.
Yeah.
Had to come back a little early, cut it short a couple months. I kind of want to get into Richard E. Byrd, the Rear Admiral that you said was in charge, because he has some interesting things. Like, one of the quotes that he said was, "We encountered a new enemy that, quote, could fly from pole to pole at incredible speeds." At that time, that was who the fuck would even think about flying pole to pole? Like, come on.
Well, the fact that, incredible speeds.
And a new enemy that could fly from pole to pole. Like, What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because there was zero mention of any opposing forces at all down there. They didn't run into anybody. It's like they had free reign. Dude, they were fucking bringing back penguins. They brought penguins back. They had pet penguins, for real.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to feed them, like, filleted fish. They wouldn't eat live fish. That's how fucking...
How spoiled they were.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's a crazy one. Like, no, I didn't, like, do a whole bunch of research on him or anything like that, but he, like, if I remember correctly, he wasn't supposed to be a rear admiral. Like, he was, like, honorarily promoted to rear admiral, from what I was told, or from what I read. And he was more like a political / celebrity figure that, like, ran the operation. I mean,
he got a certain rank in the military, right? I mean, he wasn't just a nobody.
he was still an officer in the military, but they promoted him to rear admiral because he did an Antarctic trip. I think he was like one of the first people to go to Antarctic before Operation Highjump. I think they did something in like 29 to 30 something. Which could also be another reason why there was ventilation shafts there. Could not just, maybe not Nazis, but I mean 12 years before the Nazis were there, but we were there in 29.
Yeah. And they say he was so strict with his flight plans and schematics because compasses wouldn't work because of the electromagnetic field concentration down there, that he was... So he's been there before.
Yeah.
And he was so strict. And that's why they had not a lot of deaths and, shit worked out pretty well. And he knew where those fucking shafts were. He's like, let's go get some. I know where we could get some food.
But the one thing that gets me is the fact that he quoted something, or the fact that he said that there's a new enemy that could fly from pole to pole at incredible speeds.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre. I mean, right away, what jumps into your mind when he says that is the fucking alien, right?
Aliens.
Let's be honest here. That's exactly what came to my mind when he said that.
That could be a little segue into the ventilation shafts that was 12 years prior, which was the Nazis were there, 38 to 39, and that could, the Nazis loved the Aryans, right? The master race, or the whatever they would call them, was the Aryans, white, blue eyes, blonde hair, and that could be the Aryan race, which was a supposed Hollow Earth people.
Yeah, second Earth underground.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, all of a sudden Hitler started loving the Aryans. And he supported the people that look like them.
So the Aryans, they were like what, way more advanced than everyone else if they were coming up with this shit.
Yeah, I
think they're like an ancient civilization.
Yeah, that found the Hollow Earth.
Yeah, that's
we can get into that on different episodes, but it just
somewhat ties into this one though.
Yeah,
I mean, like, it's crazy to think that these people living up in the Antarctic area.
Yeah.
They were that advanced. I mean, I guess that's a good place to hide shit because nobody goes there.
Right. It's so uninhabitable that no one, like, stupid people will go up there.
You got to hollow out the earth a little bit, climb in there, and then maybe it's habitable.
But it's not that uninhabitable.
Really?
Yeah. Because there are tons of freshwater lakes that are at like 38 degrees.
Fahrenheit for people who are not American.
Yeah, 38 degrees Fahrenheit.
Sorry. This is for America. We don't know what the fucking Celsius is.
I know, like, up in Canada, they're like fucking putting on board shorts and flip-flops in 40 degrees, because that's fucking warm to them. So, and
it was 38 degrees last night. I was fucking cold.
Yeah, there's a 12,000.
So 38 degrees Fahrenheit, right? You said 38?
Yeah, 38 degrees.
Is 3.3 degrees Celsius for everyone who doesn't live in America. So,
and
you're welcome.
To push that uninhabitable theory a little further, to debunk it, there's an active volcano. There's a couple volcanoes down there, but in Antarctica. There's a 12,000.
Is this underground?
No, there's a 12,488 foot active volcano, very close to the South Pole, like very close to the hole.
Hey, that's a Hollow Earth. That could be the entrance to the Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You stay warm. I'm sure there's hot springs. I mean, anywhere there's volcanoes, there's fucking natural hot springs.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why those lakes are 38 degrees.
Yeah, and it's not all solid ice Antarctica. They found a patch of land that's the size of like Texas, New Mexico, and California. It's just a landmass, and that's where the freshwater lakes are.
It's not frozen over?
No, it's not frozen. So the volcanoes like keeping it warm, or the lakes are, and it's fresh water. It's not salt water. You'd think it'd all be salt water, but it's freshwater lakes.
Oh shit, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's that volcano though. That I don't know. That's going towards the Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
How do we know how big the land is? I mean, that you were talking about.
That's when they were out there doing their exploration of the 1.5 million square miles. They said that they came across the brownish and blue colored.
Can we look on Google Maps?
Yeah, it should.
It really shows it. I thought you can't fly over that place.
Well, okay, a fucking satellite can. It's fucking in space.
Yeah,
well,
if you go on,
you would think they wouldn't allow us access if you can't fly over it. They don't want to see what's there, right?
If you go on Google
so
Earth,
why would they allow people to upload images?
Maybe they Photoshop it.
The bases pop up too on Google Images.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go on Google.
So the bases pop up. You could see the bases. I don't know what they did with that land because it was inland. It wasn't on the coast. The freshwater lakes are inland. The volcanoes inland. There's like fucking endless mountain ranges. Also, I don't think anybody's allowed to go there because there is a fucking mountain. Mountain of coal that could power the world for centuries.
I'm looking at that volcano you were talking about right now. It's actually
Mount Erebus.
It looks pretty fucking big, man.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking 3 miles.
That's crazy.
Almost 3 miles high.
Jesus. That's 5 kilometers.
That's a fucking super volcano, dude. I wonder if that would cause a new ice age, right? That fucking thing erupts.
Maybe that's why it's all fucking cold over there.
Yeah. That thing fucking erupts, melts that ice cap, floods the planet, gets cold, freezes over. New ice age, baby.
Yeah. Or if Yellowstone goes off.
Yeah, Yellowstone.
Yeah, that'll end some shit for everyone.
That's even bigger. Yeah. Yellowstone's even bigger.
Yeah, that'll be a bad day when that happens.
So there's coal mines. So what? Shit comes with coal, doesn't it?
Shit. Oh, yeah.
Well, not
literally.
You take coal. You ever see those life hacks? Motherfuckers putting coal inside of a microwave and making diamonds.
I just bought this body wash that has coal in it. It's exfoliating.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got some diamonds.
Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, if it can exfoliate your skin, then we're good, right?
Yeah, enough pressure.
Coal, it's magic.
Pressure, heat, and time. So coal mountain, volcano, heat. You have tectonic plates down there, so the pressure, coal, heat, diamonds.
Coal, heat,
they don't have mines, but they say if they were to start mining, the amount of coal there would power the world, countries for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, centuries.
So if there's a coal mountain over there, or is there diamonds underneath all that shit? Or
there's got to be. Where there's coal, there's diamonds, dude.
You would think so, right? Because if it's coal, there's got to be. Maybe if you dig or something, you'd find the diamonds.
I guarantee you. I want to go to Antarctica
fucking
bad, dude. And fucking just be like, I don't care if I lose a foot and a few fingers.
Yeah, let's get those fucking diamonds, man.
I get a diamond the size of a fucking SUV.
we get that, and we'll have the best equipment for this podcast.
Yeah. Right.
Get the diamonds in Antarctica, and we're good.
We could also prove that the Earth is not flat.
Well, I mean, we never know. And I'm not a flat earther, but we don't know. You've never been up in space to see it.
Dude, we fucking been in space.
Yeah. Nobody knows shit, dude.
We don't. I mean, we could be lied to. We don't really know.
We're all on a giant fucking rock in outer space, bro.
I want to reiterate, I am not a flat earther. I just say that we don't really fucking know, do we?
I swear he just says it to piss me off. That's the only reason why he says
do
this
we
shit.
Really know, though?
Yes, we fucking do.
Have you personally been up there and seen it?
No, but I've fucking seen non-big fucking space companies go
until
up there.
I go up there and I see it for my fucking self.
Do you really think that the Earth is a giant ball?
I do.
Fucking spinning around in outer space.
Yeah.
I do.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's just a flat plane existence?
Floating through space.
No, it's not even floating through space. It's just...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Everything's just fake and it surrounds us.
Yeah. We're in a movie studio, guys.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
The
Earth is
Truman
flat.
Show.
Earth is not flat.
The Earth is flat. You heard it here first from Hugh. Hugh believes the Earth is flat. We got way off topic. What were we talking about? The Earth being flat again?
Baby, Coal Mountain.
Coal Mountain. Diamonds, baby.
They also, when they were exploring, they had these electromagnetic resonance devices that they used in the World War to look for mines, right? But now they're using them over there to look for minerals and ores, and that's when they started fucking having problems with their aircraft, like fucking losing engine and crashing the plane and losing 3 guys.
Yeah.
Shit.
So, I think that at least the U.S., at least they're keeping us and everybody else away from the fucking large amounts of diamonds out there, bro.
They're trying to hide
Coal Mountain.
Yeah.
Trying to hide the diamonds. They don't care about anything else.
Well, the leading theories is they're hiding Hollow Earth. They're hiding the flat Earth. Now they're hiding the fucking diamonds.
Well, the diamonds makes more sense to me. Money.
Yeah. But Antarctic is a place where no country can claim. So,
well, Farnsey, you were saying too that the coal can power the Earth. Is that real?
Yeah. Well,
like there's enough there to it would actually generate enough power to power quite a bit of shit.
Yeah, they said all countries for centuries. There's enough there. It's coal. It's a coal mountain. It's like it's fucking like the Rockies. The size of the Rockies, all coal.
Crazy.
Probably the largest coal deposit on the entire Earth. Is probably what they're thinking.
It's crazy.
That is wild, man. To think about how much I pay for my fucking electricity every month. I could be getting that shit for free.
Yeah.
Or at least a better price. I mean, come on now.
You ain't getting that shit for free, bitch.
Well, I want it for free, though.
Don't we all?
I honestly think that they probably did encounter alien aircraft and, extraterrestrial beings, or maybe beings that have been here.
Yeah. It could also be, Nazis were some fucking freak-ass scientists, and they had some great scientists. I mean, look, we stole that. We stole a lot of them from Operation Paperclip and brought them here, and one of them led NASA. That brought us to fucking space, Josh. You hear that?
Werner von Braun, right?
NASA didn't go into space. It's all a lie.
Okay. But they could have also been building some shit. The Nazis could have. Maybe not even like alien tech. They just were building some shit, and we stole it from them.
I got Coal Mountain up here now.
I wonder if that's the aliens fucking, the fucking, what do they call the part of the ship where you're steering it?
The cockpit?
The steering wheel.
Yeah. I wonder if that's the cockpit for the alien, right? And they're driving Earth through space, bro. No shit.
Earth is just one big
spaceship Earth,
spaceship.
Bro. Spaceship Earth.
Oh my god.
And we're just a byproduct, so they got to keep us away.
Jesus.
They use that big ass fucking cold diamond to fucking power it.
We're the microorganisms.
So we found the cockpit of the spaceship, and they said, "Hey, you guys gotta get the fuck out of here. Cut your mission a little short.
Yeah, we'll fucking
kick
kill
rocks."
But I do like the Nazi base, if that is true. I mean, you look at it on Google and shit like that. People are like, that's fake news. There's no Nazi bases in Antarctic. It's like, bitch.
You been there, bitch?
Yeah,
you gonna go there? You gonna tell me?
Nazis haven't been there? What the fuck? But yeah, I think that would be cool if the Nazis did it. I've heard this on another podcast. It could lead to Roswell, New Mexico. We found
I like that theory, actually.
Yeah. We found alien technology and/or Nazi-made equipment that we took.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be alien. It could
just
technically be an advanced civilization, Nazi, Aryan, whatever the hell they were up there.
Yeah.
That found some kind of
technology that we had no idea, so we stole it. That's why we cut the operation
They were
short.
there in 46. They left in 47. Roswell crashed in 47.
Yeah, July 47. So that means we would have had it. we left in February of 47.
Yeah.
So we would have the ship for like 4 months, and then we
already
up.
fucked it up.
Yeah.
Took us 4 months to fuck it up.
Yeah. But that's probably like my favorite theory I heard.
It makes a ton of sense. So you think about it. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be alien, but if we took over that spaceship, if you will.
Yeah.
And then it crashes in Roswell.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't familiar with the technology of how to fly it. So, I mean, at that point, you're just fucking guessing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a bunch of they're fucking trying to fly. I'm going to fly this shit right now. Watch me. I'm going to hit this fucking.
Bet I can fly it.
I'm going to hit this bottle of scotch, jump in this bitch, and take it for a joyride. Fuck Byrd. Fuck Admiral Byrd.
Can't fucking
Fuck
tell
what he
me.
says.
He ain't even a real admiral.
They had these weird salutes down there too. Fucking right corner mustache twist. They did. It was fucking weird.
Yeah, that's
So it's kind of official, unofficial.
I can't do it, man. I can't grow facial hair.
Look, I'm growing my beard out right now, and it's fucking looking great. I've been growing this out for 6 months. I got about half an inch long. So
My shit's starting to bang, bro.
Farn's over here with a full beard.
I'm growing my shit out big time.
Big time, Holmes.
They let us over there. I heard because some security companies they don't fucking clean shaven.
Yeah, that's what mine says
fuck
too.
you.
I don't believe it.
Ours says that.
I don't believe it.
All right. Well, what do you guys believe? Do you believe what the government or what they said happened? Where we went there just to check out the electromagnetic fields and shit.
And then we got bored and left? No.
Yeah. Well, 4 people died. I'm like, well, we're taking too many casualties. We got to leave.
Stop it. You got 5,000 people there pretty much.
Yeah, dude. A normal operation in the military, some people get hurt.
Yeah.
I got hurt.
I believe that we encountered something that told us we needed to head out, or you can only hang out in these places because we're fucking doing shit here. We're doing big things. We're flying fucking ships. We're bending space-time. Don't fucking mess with our magnetic fields or we'll just fucking wipe you off the planet.
I like the idea of them finding some technology and being like, hey, we got to get this back to the fucking States now.
I think that's where I would lean.
Like
to.
you're in here and you're doing your little exploration. Maybe you got tipped off that something's going on over there. So you take your whole fleet over there, ready for battle, ready for war.
Yeah.
You go there, you find this fucking technology.
Doesn't have to be alien. Doesn't have to be Aryan. It could be Nazi. Doesn't have to be Nazi. It could be alien. Could be anything.
Yeah. But you find this technology and you're like, hey, we got to fucking, what do you call it?
Dip.
Well, yeah, but you know how you fucking...
We got to report to command.
Build something in reverse engineer. Reverse engineer. That's what I'm talking about.
Reverse engineer.
So we got to reverse engineer this bitch, but we can't do it here in Antarctica. We got to go back to the fucking States and start working on this shit ASAP because we destroy everything with it.
I concur. I can
they probably got it back to the States and they're like, well, yeah, we could show you a test flight, and then they fucking crash it in New Mexico. They're like, well, let's open up another fucking base here.
This is what happened. They were fucking trying to brag to the Soviet Union. Hey, guys, check this out. Watch, come over here. I'm going to show you how to fly this bitch.
Yeah, we got fucking aliens over here, bitch. What you got?
Look at it. Look at this. Check this out. Watch what I do with this. Fucking crash it in New Mexico.
This could also go back to the Foo Fighters in World War II.
Yeah, what exactly were they?
Just flying balls of light, apparently.
I
mean, I haven't gone into depth about it. But
I heard about those too, but I was like, sounds a little weird to me.
Never heard that.
The Foo Fighters?
Little balls of light?
Yeah, the Foo Fighters we didn't know what the fuck they were.
I saw a video on Instagram, it's a little fucking ball light. They called it ball lightning, and it was crossing some railroad tracks.
So I just Googled them, cool. And apparently they're a singing group. So.
Yeah, they for sure are.
Yeah.
Not too bad. But little balls, the fucking ball lightning, I've heard people talking about being on airplanes, ball lightning fucking coming inside the cabin, flying down the fucking, what do they call it, the center part, the hallway.
Yeah.
The fucking walkway between the chairs, flying through it, and then fucking leaving after they get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Or they hit turbulence and then ball lightning shows up and just flies through the cabin. And it's not, one account's it was a giant pink ball of light, and another one's like a giant purple, and then blue. One was red. You got all different types.
Nikola Tesla would have loved to see that.
The Foo Fighter mystery. Yeah, it looks like it was just fucking balls of light. Huh?
But I want to go to fucking Antarctic. Fuck them.
We were just
no
talking
access. Get the fuck out of here.
We were just talking about how cold we get here in Sacramento, though. It gets like 30 degrees, like at the coldest and shit. Maybe a little lower.
It's like 40.
Can you imagine going over
60 below down
right?
there.
I'd fucking freeze to death in seconds.
But fuck it, dude. For a fucking diamond the size of your skull.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Got to take the risk, right?
Yeah.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Fuck yeah. That's a lot of money, dude. How much are blood diamonds? There wouldn't be any blood diamonds down there. It'd just be ice diamonds.
I wouldn't be surprised if they got people actually like fucking tearing that place apart right now, trying
Oh.
to get what they can, man.
Dude, I guarantee you there's fucking people out there fucking mining diamonds right now. No fucking doubt in my mind.
Yeah, there has to be.
No doubt.
And there's no problem. I mean, you got plenty of water. The snow is like pure. The
Yeah.
purest fucking water you'll ever drink.
Yeah.
But put a houseboat on one of them fucking freshwater lakes, bro.
Oh yeah.
But where do you get your heat? Like, you'd have to bring a lot of fuel for heat. Because there ain't no fucking
Good thing
trees.
there's fucking coal there.
There's no
Yeah, exactly.
Good
If there's
thing
coal there, you can pretty much.
Right up,
Do what
set
you
up
need to
next to
do.
Coal Mountain.
Yeah.
Start
That's
burning
probably a
that
good
shit
place.
up.
Yeah.
You'd have to probably bring a few 100 gallons of gas with you or fuel, whatever you want to use for fuel, just for the initial setup. Mine for fucking an hour. Like, here's your first load. Warm us up, bitch. And then keep warming us up with the coal. Just keep working. Some people are on the coal mines, working the coal, and then other people down the diamonds.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Seems like a plan.
And while you're working in the cold, you're hot. You ever
That's
been?
true too, because
I've been in some negative degree temperature.
Yeah,
And
and no matter how cold it is, if you're moving around, running around, you do start to get warm.
You fucking
Yeah.
Start to sweat and shit.
hunker up next to the fucking volcano where it's nice and warm.
that's also they could have found like a little hot spring area they could live in.
Bathe in it.
Yeah, That'd be-
Disgusting.
it's not disgusting.
Can you imagine
If everybody bathes in one little hot spring, that's disgusting.
No, but it's hot. It's killing all the bacteria.
That's
Plus,
not.
there's no bacteria there.
That's not true. You'll be dirty.
How would you be dirty? There's
Ball
no
sweat.
ball. Okay, it's fucking whatever. It's ball sweat.
pee?
Oh, well.
Just a little bit of.
Everybody pees
Fucking-
in the hot spring.
Just a little from under cheese.
You guys don't like under cheese?
From under these nuts.
All right, so me and Josh we both agree that. I think you also agree. We found some type of alien technology,
I do.
Not
I
even
think
naval.
so.
Wait, let's
Sorry.
specify.
unidentified or fucking aircrafts or whatever.
Right. I think it was an advanced technology
Yeah.
that we weren't privy to.
I believe so. Yeah.
No, but do you guys believe what the government says? They went out there, did an expedition to look at the.
No,
I don't
think-
never fucking believe what the fucking government says. Ever. For 1 second. Ever. Just to
I
be
think that we
clear.
didn't. The reason they told us they went up there was to test shit out or what?
Check the electromagnetic fields,
Eh,
right?
bullshit. So
I
I
thought-
think they actually, like I said before, I think they got tipped off that there's some shit going on up there. We need to go check it out.
Yeah.
You don't take a whole fleet just to fucking go look at shit, right?
No, yeah. What? At first I thought it was a training exercise, like cold weather training. But you would
Yeah.
never take your entire fucking
Not to
fucking-
mention, you just got out of war, so you're taking 5,000 troops
Yeah. That
up
doesn't
to a
make
place where they
sense.
can't help you,
And aircrafts and
and your ships and your
You're taking a-
submarines.
taking
and-
a full fleet.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. But I think they got tipped off. Something's up there, and so they.
I heard a bunch of other people say that the military's down there, the army's down there, and they're growing pot.
Growing pot. That's a bad place to grow pot, I would assume.
Yeah, I think that would be a terrible place to.
Yeah, no, not outside, but they have labs down there and they're growing pot.
Yeah, I still.
That's
don't,
what I heard.
doesn't make sense to me. But I like the idea that they got maybe tipped off or they were aware that something's going on down there, and so they said, "Fuck it, let's go check it out." Went down there, found that technology, crashed it in Roswell.
These were from military guys, though. They're like everybody's down there doing the posts down there, watching the labs while they fucking grow weed.
These guys don't know shit. Don't listen
Not
to
that
them.
that's the only thing they're doing. It's fucking. They only explored 1.5 million square miles. It's still even
Only.
larger than that.
Only.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
And that piece of land that's the size of Texas, California, and New Mexico.
And
Dude.
California. California is the biggest fucking state.
You could fit everybody in the world
No
in
matter
a
what
house.
anyone says, it's the biggest fucking state.
Texas.
Longest.
Texas,
Longer
you could
than
fit
me.
every person on the planet have their own house in Texas. That's how big Texas is. So if that place is the size of
Really, though?
Texas, New
I don't
Mexico,
believe it.
and California,
If that's true, then they should just take all these homeless people from California and give them homes over
How
there.
dare you?
freeze their asses.
I'm trying to
How
be
dare you?
kind-hearted human being. I'm
That
trying
pure
to
land out there.
There's
get
more
rid of
land
them.
here in Sacramento. How dare you?
Oh God, let's not get into that.
All right, so I think it is concluded that we found something there.
Definitely.
Found something there.
For sure.
All right.
No doubt in my mind.
Yep, so I think we're going to add another segment at the end of all these episodes.
We're gonna at least try it out.
At least, yeah.
see how it works.
Yeah, we're going to see how it goes. It's called What's Inside Farnsey's Brain?
I don't know if you guys have noticed. Farnsey's got a lot going on in that brain of his.
He does. He has a lot.
Too much to not share.
Too much. So
So-
we want to give him a little segment just to kind of rant a little bit.
Yeah, so Farnsey, what's going on in that brain?
What's going on in that brain?
Well, right now, I really think that since I've been working in a hospital, that they intentionally medicate people with psychotropic drugs, antidepressants, and stuff like that. And I see it all the fucking time. So these kids come in and they're like kids and adults. They're like on fucking 8 different medications. Wouldn't it fucking work? Do you guys think that, medication, if you take medication, is supposed to work?
I think there's something to that. I think
Yeah.
that it should work, right? I mean, you shouldn't have to take shit for the rest of your life. We're too advanced for that. You take it a couple times and you should be straight. But
Yeah.
I get the medication thing. Yeah.
But
It should work.
they have, it's weird. They have, one little issue. Then they put them on medication. And then it starts to fucking snowball.
Isn't that the answer for everything? Medicate them.
Yeah. And
Big
then
pharma.
and it's so weird. Here's the weird thing, right? So hospitals contract police.
Yeah.
They have contracts with police, law enforcement, all different ones. The sheriff's, city, county. And it's like, this is our designated spot to bring these crazy fucking people.
Yeah.
So they get, I don't know if they get kickbacks or funding or I don't know. A contract, when you go to a contract, you're getting paid to do something, right?
No matter what, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that this is a fucking conspiracy in its own to fucking label people as
Mentally
crazy,
ill.
mentally ill, crazy. And I don't know one side or the other, but it's interesting to me to what would it be for to label a mass amount of people as mentally ill?
Human test subjects. I mean, you can literally, once people are sick, if you will, you can run tests on them without really any interference.
Yeah. I think it's a great topic, actually. Big pharma.
Yeah.
We gotta
That's
do
it.
that. Yeah, we gotta do an episode on that.
Definitely pushing their medications. So that's what's on my mind. They're using mentally ill people to test their brand new pharmaceutical drugs.
I
feel like they're-
that's a good theory. I think that's actually pretty true.
Yeah. I think not even just mentally ill. They label kids as mentally ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is medicate them.
They tried telling me my 3-year-old son had something wrong with him, and they're trying to medicate him. Nope. Sorry.
Fuck you.
I'll do my vaccines and shit like that, but no, I'm not going to fucking...
And
not-
here's the thing
no.
too. The spike from, I don't know, when they started coming out with cell phones and social media and that shit to now, the teen suicide attempt and rate and depression has skyrocketed.
It's crazy to think about that. You see
So high.
suicide from kids, even 7, 8 years old. It's not just teens. You see it from all ages of kids, and it's actually kind of crazy to think about.
I think that's another one. It's not just... I don't think it's just, big pharma that's causing all that shit. I think it's social media is fucking doing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the tech
fuck.
giants.
Yeah.
Social media is the fucking cause of so much shit going on in the world.
I mean, you've seen the interviews where the dude's like, yeah, I got out of it because we told them that it's causing an addiction issue in the mind that their algorithms and their platforms are doing this. It's causing an addiction, and they know it is, and they push it anyways. That's why I got out. And it's like, that's why I don't work for such and such anymore, is because they knew what it was doing, and we told them we can't do it, and they continued to do it anyways because, they making money.
Money. Make the world go round.
That's all that matters, money. Money is like you said, makes the world go round. I would love money, though.
Oh, yeah. Go to Antarctica, get some of those fucking Antarctic diamonds.
Antarctica money. All right, I think it's about that time, guys. Got to start wrapping this thing up.
All right. So, I think we're done. We're done. All right. So follow us on Instagram at Bizarre Investigations. Follow us on Twitter at BizarreInv. So BizarreInv. And then follow our Facebook page because we made one. It's
The Bizarre Investigations.
Yeah.
Facebook page. You could also find Bizarre Farnsey on Facebook and send a friend request, send a message, and then you could also like and share the page as well from that point on.
Like the pages, share the pages. Also, please send us messages if you have any ideas, topics you want us to discuss.
Oh, yeah. Send us an email at bizarreinvestigations@gmail.com.
Send us an email. Go on any one of our social media platforms that we were just talking about.
Ask a question.
Ask a question.
Give us content.
One of us will answer. We all have our own social media, but if you ask a question anywhere, one of us will answer. So if you have a question, you're going to answer it or ask it on Instagram to any of us will answer it. So
you could even give us short stories or your own conspiracies. You might even hear it here on the Bizarre Investigations.
Yeah. So send them. Send them.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully we'll have another one out next week, and we'll see you then.
Peace out.
Deuces.
Toodles.